Thank you for listening to me when I first came on, but we have a special guest today, my friend Christof, who of course is a great singer and was called onto stage by Celine Dion. And of course he's blown up all over YouTube and all over the internet. He is a great singer, and she was shocked by when he came up on stage and was singing with her. I mean, he's just a special talent, and I'm so glad to have him back on the show. Here he comes in right now. Come on, Christof. Come on in. Let me move out of the way. Let you scoot on in here.
Is that your Long Island iced tea?
I wish.
Look at this.
My friend.
I just want you to see that. I just want you to see that I have 7/16 substance.
That's the one over there. That's the business office.
Okay,
yeah,
so I got that.
Yes,
Don't let me leave with the wrong address, okay? Because I was driving
you look
back.
tan. You've been on a vacation.
I don't know. I hope I have some color. What a week.
What's been going on, Christof?
Oh, God. Give me direction because I need it today.
You need that?
I need direction today. Give me direction.
You don't ever need direction.
I need direction. What a day this has been.
Oh,
yeah. What a red.
What's been going on, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, on the positive side, the views are up to over 200,013 in 2 months, which isn't normal.
Shouldn't YouTube be paying you by now?
Not yet. I think I think it's got to be in the millions for it to be anything that you would get paid for.
Oh wow!
So I would wait till I was on a show or something like Ellen or something like that before I went monetized it.
Right.
But I have not been monetizing it.
Oh man! So what's been going on, man?
To be honest with you, I was going to have a little bit of a disclosure today.
Okay.
But I think I might have to wait unless I could.
Oh, come on.
Because we're live, right?
You teasing.
Are we live?
Yes, you are live.
Or do you mix this and then send it out later on YouTube? Because
I do, but you're streaming live on the radio.
I am streaming live on the radio.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I misunderstood you guys. I thought it was the other way around. I think I might have to have another date to tell you more information.
Come on,
Yeah,
y'all see this?
I was gonna have a disclosure today, but I think I need to wait until.
He's gonna go on Ellen and then tell everybody.
I don't know. I wanna maybe hold off and talk to you after the show.
Is it big?
I'll let you decide after the show. Off the record.
Teaser.
I'm not teasing. I'm being honest here. But I have
talk to us about something you can't talk
on
about.
On the positive side, the views are high, Celine is right now in Europe. What just happened last week is I ended up getting on the phone with a gentleman named Corey Spears.
Mm.
And Corey Spears is a manager of an artist who is a very popular artist in Norway, and she's a Whitney Houston impersonator that can sing like Whitney Houston. Her name's Glennis Grace.
Wow.
And anyway, so he is a manager of her, but he also is friends with and I think has worked with, but at least is friends with and knows Celine Dion's show producer, whose name is John Nelson. Now, Corey informs me that John Nelson was raving about me backstage when I was on stage with Celine that day on April 12th. He was backstage saying, "Oh my God, this is off the chain. Nobody's been on stage with Celine for 12 minutes unplanned from the audience. This is an extraordinary thing." And he was raving about it positively. I guess he thought that was really cool and that I was something to rave about. I think that he even said to Corey, because Corey told me this, that he said, "Does this guy have a demo?" Because he heard Celine say on stage, Celine said in quotes, "I hope you have a copy of this song for me, because you wrote it for me. Where is it?" That's what she said, word for word. And of course, I didn't have a copy of the song because I was just going to see Celine in concert for the first time. I'd never seen her before live, and I didn't have a copy of a CD for her. I thought I was just going to be in the audience like everybody else, watching the performance happen, and and from beginning to end, and go home like everybody else. I didn't know I'd be on stage with her for 12 minutes. Singing a song that I wrote that I wanted to get to her, So I didn't have a copy, but he heard her say that, so he was asking around. I hope this guy's got a copy of a demo for Celine. My God, So I ended up connecting with Corey on the phone last week on the cell phone. I got him on the phone, and he actually said that he's willing to, and he to send my demo MP3 wise through the phone, cell phone wise, not a CD, but like a file to Celine's show producer. So I think that that's a really positive thing because the show producer felt that the event was positive, and it's literally being passed on through a contact that he already knows. And John Nelson, the show producer, is with Celine in Europe right now. So he would literally be texted this really great demo of the song. And then if he felt great about it, which I think he will, he could literally share it with Celine personally. He works with her. I mean, she hired him. She trusts his opinion. I mean, she hired him as her show producer. So if he likes it, I mean, that could be a done deal right there. Wow. So that's the good news. I can disclose with you a segment of the demo, but we need Cian here to hook me up so I can let you guys hear part of it.
Oh, wow.
So you can get some music if you want to do that. But where is she?
She'll be back in a few.
Cian! I'm not the only one who didn't show up on time.
She was here.
Oh, she was here.
Yeah, she had to run back and do some stuff with the truck.
I am so sorry. Because that's where I was. I was in front. I didn't know where you guys were.
You can come whenever you want. You know that.
Sorry about that.
Man, so have you been writing any new music?
Well, yeah, but that's part of the disclosure part. To be honest, and don't worry, I'm gonna let you know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you, but I mean, there's a whole lot more to share. I was told to not say it at this time.
Oh wow, that's big.
Yeah. So, well, I'll let you know. And then you can tell me if you think I judged well. Okay.
This is great.
But ask me some more questions that I can answer.
So you've been busy?
I've been busy. I have to be honest with everyone. It's been very difficult to pursue, getting the music that Celine requested to Celine because she is who she is. She's very heavily guarded, and she's got a lot of people that are lawyers, and then she's got the bodyguards and the security, and it's really almost like a ginormous rubber guard all the way around her life. You can't really penetrate. So that and I hate to say the word penetrate because it sounds invasive. I'm literally trying to get a piece of audio to Celine that I sang to her, and I have a beautiful demo with a female vocalist on it, thank God, singing this beautiful music that she asked me to get to her. She said, "I hope you have a copy for me." So I'm just following through.
That's something I want to say to you.
Yeah.
But I'm see this. Under full disclosure, I'll talk more to you after the show. But what I can say, I won't go into detail because I'm a big Celine Dion fan myself. I love Celine Dion. I'm not as big of a fan as you. I know you think the world of her. And when you got up on stage and sung, I mean, that was just incredible. Me and my wife still watch that sometimes, and that still makes her cry. I mean, it was just incredible. But I think the one thing I have just gone through personally in my life, when you are a star in the making, it scares people sometimes. It can even scare people that are protecting an already made star. I know it's going through your mind. You won't say it because you're a very humble person, and you don't want to. We all want this music to get to Celine. Please do this song. It's absolutely beautiful. This is coming from me. The fans want you to do it. But I know from you, you're too humble to say it. I know it's frustrating, but I get really excited when you say you're going to come on the show because I think you're a star. So I don't want to use the word diva. I hope you don't get offended if I call you a diva.
Make me a man, please. At the end of the day, I don't want to check.
Devo. But I think it's a Devo, the Devo standing next to a diva up on that stage. And I think seriously, I think it could be threatening a little bit, man, because you're that. I think if you was just some average dude up there screaming and it didn't say, it's not. It would have almost been funny. I think a person almost would have taken it not as threat, but you're so good. I think it's a little threat. I think I really do it. I won't say no more. We'll talk off camera because we love Celine and we want Celine to do that daggone song. But I really do believe you're that good.
You. Well, let me thank you very much. Thank you for saying that, Chris. And I didn't pay him to say that. I don't have any money to speak of right now. So trust me, I haven't been on Ellen yet. But thank you for saying that. I want to clarify something so that I think the truth is the most interesting thing. I am a fan as far as knowing that she's one of the greatest singers. Okay? But I'm actually not a freak fan. I'm not. I really am not. And it's not because I don't think highly of her. I just want to make it very clear to everyone that, I look at her as another artist. Somebody like me, only somebody that's made it and had an amazing career and has done it. And I'm about to do it. So that's how I look at it. I look at it as like a very developed, not colleague, because colleague means, Elton John looks at her as a colleague. I don't know how to describe it. I don't look at her as like a fan would look at her. I look at her as a woman that is very successful, that has gone, leaps and bounds ahead of most people in the industry, and I respect her so much.
You have fans.
Yeah, now I do, thanks to Celine, I guess. But
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
When you come on and you sing, you make my wife cry. If Celine Dion came on here and sung, she would make my wife cry. There's no difference to me in talent. The only difference is when you say done it, she's actually gotten paid for years for doing it.
For years.
That's the only difference to me between you and her. And when you got up on stage, you could have been up there doing your show.
Wow. Well, let me talk about that too. So I know I could have sung better on stage when I was up there. I know I could have done better. The reason I didn't is because I wasn't prepared and I wasn't in my key, number 2. Mm-hmm. And number 3, it was tense because I'm like, am I going to do this or not? Number 1. Or should I just give her my address and say, I'm going to send her, this is where it's going to be coming from. I'll send you the demo. I'm not going to sing it up here. Ciao, And I didn't know if she was going to cut me off in the middle of the song and be like, okay, thank you very much. And that would have been it. I had no idea what was going to happen. That's why it was so tense. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. It was really scary. It was scary because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how far I was going to be able to get. I didn't know if I was going to do okay, and I didn't know if the audience would respond the way they did. I have to be honest with you. I wouldn't change anything because the audience really did stand up. It was a standing ovation when I got done, and I think it was because they emotionally connected to the song and what I was up there for. And I think they got it through the lyrics that it's about love and loss. And
I think what you have to do, and I think that a lot of people, as talented as Celine Dion is, trust me, in my life, I've been on this earth a half of a century. I have met people that can sing better than her, that sing in a church, that sing at the local tavern. And the only difference to me, I'm going to tell you right now, people have to embrace, and a lot of artists don't like this, the nasty business side of music, of entertainment. And to me, just being around you, you are such a sweet man. Your spirit is so sweet. I think there's a piece of you that does not want to get involved in the nastiness of the business side. But Christof, there's no way around it. You have to. And what's so crazy is when, it's not if, it's when those millions start coming into you, you will have so many people around you shielding you just like her because it's a business thing. Mm-hmm. You got copyright infringements. You got people suing you for different...
Just like me, because that's why I have my husband, because I got the same spirit.
Yes.
That's why I saw my husband.
You have to have people.
That's exactly why.
It's not...
Off she goes!
No. But let me tell you what's really...
Everybody's still listening, right?
Yes. Let me tell you what's really sad, and this happens to people all the time. There will be a level of frustration, and you're not the first person. that we take it out on Celine. It's not Celine.
I know.
Celine is the one that invited you up. But did you see the people running to
Trying to
protect?
stop her.
It's not her.
Yeah.
But we take it that, like people, I have a boss of mine that sometimes gets mad at my wife. It's not my wife. It's me protecting her. I won't allow her to do certain things. And so you're on your way in about a year or so. And it will be difficult for me to get an interview with you. No matter, and it's not you. Trust me, I will know. It's not. Christof will come on here for free anytime because he's friends with us. But your team, Christof, we can't go do that today. We got to go do. And you have to send my wife a little email and say, "I'm so sorry. You guys know I love you, but it's the business." And unfortunately, hire good. Let them do their job. Let them because they know. They will know how to make money, Christof, and that's unfortunate. But if you're going to do this and you're going to make money, you got to let them do their job. They're going to have to shield you. They're going to have to send you to certain show. Go ahead.
I was crying about this today because I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be hard and be all about money. I don't want to be that person. And I was crying about it today because my best friend has to be that way now. And she wasn't that way before, and I don't want to be that way. And I'm very upset that I'm going to have to be that way if I want to be successful. So just remember that and keep your spirit safe.
Well, you don't have
hard,
to.
But no, I do.
No,
because I have to understand everybody else too.
Okay, but you don't. Hey, but you don't have to. And this is what I'm talking to him about. Celine Dion isn't that person. Celine Dion would invite everybody that has talent up on stage to sing her. You felt that when her spirit.
You know, I can tell you more about that too. I think it's very specific that she was open to me because I have an astrologer. This might sound a little woo-woo, but I have an astrologer in Sedona, and he told me that that astrologically we have chemistry.
Oh wow!
That there's a symbol that coincides that we're basically she recognized it on a subliminal level. That there was a comfortable match. You know, so I mean, now I don't know. I can't prove it in court. But I can just tell you that I felt comfortable with her.
But that's I think the hardest thing for me to deal with is that to be successful, you have to be harder than
you are. To be successful in life, this is what I tell people. You have to be you. To be successful in life, you have to have. Celine Dion is Celine Dion because of her team. Celine Dion couldn't do it by herself. The team around her is incredible. From security to the chefs to wardrobe
to her butler.
Everyone.
Don't you want a butler, Cecilia?
I would love a butler.
You want a butler? I know you did.
Well, no, it's the team. And one day, Christof Catlin will have. And see, just by the look on your face, I can tell you, like, man, I don't want to be show business. Like, but you're going to have to be Christof.
There's a part of me, the struggle with me is not so much the butler and having a stylist. And God knows I need one.
I like it.
That's like out of the shower, slick back. I don't even own a hairdryer. I don't even own a blow dryer. I should get one. Anyway, but the thing is it's not that. It's really so much more like, okay, look, I don't want to talk about it today, but if you want to look on YouTube at like the dark side of the industry and all that stuff, I really hope that I don't even want to say all this because I don't want to have a cloud over this. I mean, this was such an amazing experience for me and for so many people all around the world that are writing me. I've written probably about 1,000 people back. All of them positive messages saying that they were touched by the music or that I hope Celine sings it or you're so talented, you're so handsome, Christof. All these amazing compliments to me. And I don't even know these people. They're in Brazil and Paris and, Montreal and all over the world, South Africa. But they're all harmoniously saying something positive about this. I mean, they're just overwhelmed. It's over 200,000 views, and I've been on some big television shows to make that happen. These numbers are happening incrementally, organically. So, because you can't hide a star. See, for years people tried to hide my wife. She's a star. And that's why she's doing so well at what she's doing.
No, I'm going to go to 2 o'clock.
Okay, good.
Christof Catlin. I'm going to 2 o'clock.
Well, I'm watching the clock. I know where it is now. It's right
I'm
there.
going to 2 o'clock. But that's what I'm saying is that if you're already a star, you can't stop it. Just because a person don't take a phone call. Listen, people don't know Justin Bieber's real story. They think he got on the internet, blew up. Justin Bieber said, man, he got so many no's. That's why he finally was just like, you know what, Mom, turn that camera around. I'm just gonna do it myself because these people don't either they're not getting me, or some Beyonce. They went around from studio to studio. Nobody would give them the time of day. That's why her mother had to take out a second mortgage on the house, man. Beyonce's mom. They wouldn't sign her. Beyonce, they would not sign her.
Now.
So that just goes to show you.
Yeah.
People don't sometimes see the star, but then you got a lot of people that do see it. Those are the 200,000 people. They're like, man, that dude is a star. You know what I'm saying? So just because they don't see it now, you can't stop it though. When that star keeps burning, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and finally somebody goes, okay, I'll sign. That's what's going to happen.
I've been listening to like Abraham Hicks, and I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a channel. And basically the information that she channels is the law of attraction. Have you heard of the law of attraction?
Yes,
how to create wealth, how to create whatever you want to create for yourself, whether it's a vacation or a better lifestyle, whatever. And she talks about there's a concept about getting yourself in the receptive mode, getting yourself in the mode. And this is you could go back to gospel and the Clark sisters. They talk about this.
My favorite singers.
I'm looking for a miracle. These are the lyrics in that song. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I see the intangible. I feel the intangible. I see the invisible. Right?
That's right.
And then they say
the
sky is the limit to what I can have. So, but what they're saying is they say believe and receive it. God will perform it today. So what that means is the dynamic of spiritual manifestation. What did they say? Believe and receive it. So that means that you've got to not only craft it in your mind that it's happening and it's being delivered by God, but you have to be able to receive it.
Tell these young people about the Clark sisters.
I would sing the Clark sisters right now.
We want the Clark sisters,
I'm not even going to go there. But I love Twinkie. I met Twinkie Clark.
Get out.
I met Twinkie Clark. I met her. She was rehearsing at a college in Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota. And they were about to do a performance at a church. And she was with her background singers rehearsing in one of these university choir rooms, right? And she was just sitting down, right? Because she didn't have to do anything. They were warming up. And I sat right by her in this choir room, and we started talking, and a few minutes, my head was on her shoulder. I was right here. She was right here, and and my head was on her shoulder. I felt so relaxed around her.
I've seen them a bunch of times. Never had the pleasure of meeting them.
And she said to me after I told her what I was training as a classical singer and I like to sing jazz. She said, "Boy, I want to hear you sing." And I said, no. I'm not going to be singing for you today because I wanted her to warm up her group and go and do her thing. I didn't want to take that away. So I did not sing for her, but she did ask me. But the point is we have to get ourselves into a spiritual place of receiving. And I think that's something I haven't been taught yet because I am I'm such a go-getter. My dad was always a go-getter. My dad's always you never done enough, you have to do more. That's how my dad made it work for himself in his business, which is the marine business, not the music business. So I don't know how he receives things when he makes another $100,000 a year or something. What kind of spiritual practice my dad has. But all I know is when I've seen him, he's just a go-getter. He never stops. He keeps the phone calls going. He keeps going. He's just very aggressive, And I think right now I've got to allow and I've got to trust that the universe knows what I want. That I want to deliver this song in a positive way to Celine, just the music, and then to let her decide for herself if she feels connected to the music and wants to sing it. That's really it.
That's it.
And I have to allow the universe to deliver that to me, that reality.
I think you're a Debo And I think it's very difficult. If you've always heard about, they're like Mary J. Blige doesn't want to sing with Mariah Carey on stage. It's because they're all so good and their egos are so big. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that because that's what makes them so great. But they don't want to share the spotlight with the next. And I swear, I get you, Celine. This is when you know she's a sweet lady, but she was taken aback with how talented you were. She walked off the picture.
She did.
And I'm telling you, as a person who's good at what I do, and I used to be a trader in Chicago, I wasn't the best. I was the junior partner of the year. And I saved my company tens of millions of dollars. And when I would speak, the traders would literally go sit off stage because people wanted to hear what I had to say. And I've also been a person that has learned from people, and I don't even want to be I just want them to just say what they have to say because I'm just learning. I don't feel like I can hear them that close. And that's how Celine, she literally was like,
yeah.
It was a Devo, I love that word, on stage.
Yeah.
It was a star, and she was like, okay, the camera's not big enough for both of them. Take it away. And I'm telling you, man, you don't think, you're a lot like my wife. My wife never believed totally in herself. And when I met her, I said, you know what God put me in your life? You don't need me to do anything but tell you that you can do it. You're already a star. And now she's got the fastest growing U-Haul in the city of Las Vegas. You're a star. And if God just put me in your life just to tell you that, when Celine backed off, she was telling you, young man, you're a star. I don't need to be in your shot with you. Both of us don't need to be up here. You have to start. And I know what I love about you is what makes you so great is that you're so talented, yet you respect other people's talents. You know how good she is, right? So it's like, oh my God, so you keep pushing it. And really just put it out there, give it to God. And let them do it because God's telling you, brother, you don't have to take second place to no one. You're a star. Celine Dion was telling you, do you want to do another song? It was your concert. She could have went and sat down and enjoyed a Christof show.
Hopefully I have rehearsal.
You're that good. Stop thinking of yourself. This is almost to me like it would be a good business deal for her to do this song. I hate to say it. I know you won't say it, but I'll say it for you. Celine, that song that's a #1 hit. Do the song. I'm telling you. Chris Garcia is not going to lie to you, Celine. I am a huge fan from the black community. But let me tell you something. Black people love you. A lot of people don't understand that. Black people love Celine Dion. You're one of the greatest singers of all time. I put you up there with Whitney, Anita Baker, Aretha Franklin. You're right at the top. But this is a #1 song. This is a #1 song. Do the song. The fans, we want you to do the song. We want you to do it. Please do it. But make no mistake about it. You know it when you walked off. He's a star already, right? And the camera wasn't big enough at that moment for both of y'all. So I'm telling you, start thinking of yourself and putting yourself and the team around you that you already are a star. And that's what your dad believes in himself.
My dad.
That's that spiritual. He believes in himself.
Yeah, he does.
That's why he's successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that.
You got all the talent in the world. Start waking up every day and looking in the mirror and saying, I'm a Christof Catlin. Look at how people love me. Look at what they want me. I gotta deliver to them. It's time for you to deliver. Because you're that good. I'm waiting for an album. I would buy it immediately. You're a star. So just do it. Like Nike says, start getting up and just do it. Just do it, man. You are a superstar, not a star. You're a superstar.
Well, thank you.
And I don't say that to people. You have the whole package. You have the look, the singing ability, the personality, the humbleness. You got the whole package, man. You got the whole package. So you're already a superstar. I hope Celine does the song. But if she doesn't, you do.
I mean, to me, it's a girl's song. You know, it's for a woman to sing to a man, but
I think it's for anybody in love or anybody.
I agree. That's the universal quality. I'm just talking about the melody, though. I I feel like it's a, there are masculine songs and there are feminine songs. And now I'm just being a purist. I'm not saying I couldn't just, go ahead and record it. But to be honest with you, I saw in my mind that maybe Celine, when she does come around and contact me, because I'm not going to be contacting her. She'll be contacting me, right? Is that fair? She can call me. Celine, when you get a chance and call me back, I think that'd be really cool and not only wise but fun, and the fans would enjoy it if we did a duet on the song also. So that there's a duet version of me and you, how it happened on stage, and then there's a version of you just singing it solo. I think that'd be kind of a nice bonus track on the CD, maybe. Who knows? What do you think? What do you think? You have the idea?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
I'd be in that music video with you.
Yeah. People don't know I got a little secret, but I'm going to talk to Christof when the show is over.
Okay.
And I hope that he takes me up on what I'm going to say to him. But it doesn't matter if he does or doesn't. He is a friend of Radio Tribune. We love him here. He can pull up anytime he wants. Anything he has to say or any music that he wants to put on. Just know this, and I'm saying this on national TV. I'm saying this on YouTube. I'm saying this on Radio Tribune right now. And the show will be on 97.9 later on this evening. I'm saying this right now. We don't want anything from you. And this is better than a contract or a signature, because every artist has to think about this. Again, this is the dirty part of business. Radio Tribune, and I'm saying this because I think he's a superstar, has no rights to any of Christof Catlin's music. Zero. If Christof Catlin sings a song, he's doing it because he's being nice to us. We have no, you hear that, lawyers out there? You can replay this show. He's going to have this show saved. No rights. Radio Tribune, the Las Vegas Tribune, no one has rights to his music. It is protected in this studio. It is the absolute ownership of Christof Catlin, LLC, or whatever he wants to call his corporation, his business. Whatever he sings inside this studio, 717 South 9th Street, we have no rights, copyright, ownership of any of his music. If he blesses us with a song, if he wants to introduce some of his new music, he is the only person that has the rights, the protected legal rights to his music at Radio Tribune. So you can now today play video evidence in a courtroom. So if my butt ever tries to play this music, he can sue us and shut us down. I know he wouldn't do that, so I'm going to say it for him. He is my friend, and the only thing I'm ever going to ask of him is front row seats to his concert whenever I call him. I want him to say yes on national TV. So if I don't get tickets, I'm going to come after him. I want you all to know that. I want front row tickets anytime me and my wife want a night out in the town and he's playing one of these big places. We got front row seats.
But you can't sue me if I don't, because I didn't hear your message, or because my bodyguards wouldn't let you in.
That's a deal. That's a deal. But I just want to say that because I know that I know a little bit about business. And I know that you have to, as an artist, you have to protect yourself in this business. You have to protect your music. People will try and use your music. People will try and do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And we have absolutely no rights to that whatsoever. So if you ever bless us with a song, it is yours.
I'd like to play part of the demo, if you don't mind, but I don't know how you want to do this, because I need to plug it into my phone.
Oh, see, she's not here.
Of
so
course.
Maybe she can play it. She'll be back to cut the show off in like 5 minutes, or maybe she can play it then. Play us out.
That would be great.
That would be
if
wonderful.
you want to, do I have to pause it, or how do we do this?
I don't know how she's.
Is she coming back?
Yes, she is. She's coming back to close.
She better
Oh,
come
no,
back.
actually, I don't think she is. I think she's taking us off from over
Okay,
there.
so what do I do? Because I kind of wanted to play this part of the demo of the song.
Is it loud? Can you hear it?
I don't know. I mean, it should.
Put it up to the mic.
Yeah, but geez, what a way to do it, huh? It should be good.
That's right.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is my friend Jennifer, and she's singing the vocals. And I just want you to know that I'm so glad that she's so blessed as a singer to be able to deliver the vocals the way I know Celine should be able to hear it when it does get delivered to her. So she can imagine herself singing it. Okay. So here we go. This is still, and I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play part of it because I want to give you guys a taste. Okay? So here we go. And I did the orchestration.
We climbed up the mountain. We fell down to the bottom. And suddenly everything went wrong. And now you're gone. Still every day I think of you. In every way.
My wife here.
But love remains, and always
Are you drunk? Like that.
my friend Jennifer. She's a working
You gotta bring her.
vocalist. She's in Minnesota with
Oh.
3 kids. So she's amazing. And I only had her sing on this because I knew she was.
I would buy that right now.
Yeah, I know. She's amazing.
Fire!
Yeah.
And who did that music?
Me. I'm an orchestrator too and arranger. I produced it. But that was just me. I mean, I didn't have a big studio or anything. I did this all on my own. So people should know that I'm a musician, you know?
Why don't you just go deal with her and put this out the way it is? Seriously,
Well,
man, this is a
to
number
be
one
honest,
song.
I thought about it, but I mean, even Jennifer's excited to get Celine. I mean, let's face it, you know.
But this is
That's
a number
amazing.
the way it is right now.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, literally, that's a car popper. Like you be in your car.
Yeah,
You roll down the window and what?
There's a little bass in that song. You should have heard, you know, if we had a speaker system to hear it better. But yeah,
The music is beautiful.
you like the French horns,
Yes.
and I do the strings too and everything.
See, that's what people, the real music in the back.
That's what they're gonna
Man, are
like.
you serious?
Yeah, I did it all. And my orchestration tactics in my head. I mean, I wrote that out in my
That's
head. So
That's unfreaking believable.
your phone's ringing.
Yeah.
Is it Celine?
That's unfreaking believable.
Oh, thank you. I did the bass line, everything. You know, I orchestrated. I did it all on Finale, and then I assigned them to MIDI instruments and did that. So this isn't even a real orchestra. I mean, in fact, if I could work like David Foster, if I could work with a real orchestra, it'd be even better. You know, it would just be even better.
Jennifer, that's her name?
Jennifer Grimm.
Jennifer,
Jennifer
listen
Grimm.
to me, because you're going to watch the show later. I'm sure he's going to get in contact with you.
Oh, I've been in contact with Jennifer.
Do this song the way that it is. Cut this deal with this man. Call him and say, screw that. We're going to do this song. When a song makes me move, it's a hit. That song made me, I wanted to get up and down. I mean, I like the way I'm old, I don't know the right words, but you made it hip. Do you know what I'm saying?
I made it what?
You made it hip.
I made it hip.
You made it hip, man.
I made it hip. Yeah. I had to make it somewhat hip so that they could see it because the record is excellent.
Like, that's amazing the way you sung it,
Yeah.
and then to do it like that.
Yeah, that's what Celine's going to be hearing when the show producers lets her hear it. So that's my prayer as it gets to her.
Man, dude, you know how good you are.
I'm working on it.
It's a shame if you're not a super. It's a shame. It's something wrong with the music industry. If I was if I was one of these big wigs and you just came into my office, I would ask you how much. Because if you can do that with nothing, I can imagine putting you in the studio with some professional, and I would just say, hey, listen, when you finish with the album, call me. Call me, and then we'll sit down and we'll figure dollar signs out at that time.
To be honest with you, I'd say spare no expense. We're going to LA and we're going to hire the best musicians in town. Because, truth be told, I've worked with a few musicians, I shouldn't say this, here in town. And I'm not going to name names, but they came unprepared and they did not play well, and I had to pay for it.
I gotta go.
So I'm letting you know. Make sure that